Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sahil and I'm an amateur fantasy player trying my hand at the Euro Fantasy League and trying to compete with the fantasy stalwarts and hoping that I give them a tough competition by the end of the league. So yesterday as you can see in my last video, I had captained KDB, but then I decided to change it over at the very last moment to Havertz, and it worked apparently since he scored a goal and gave me 7 points. So that was there. Then I was sad that Pau Torres didn't start the game, but luckily he came on later on and gave an assist. So 4 points over there. I was sad that Cousins didn't give me that many points, just 1 point over there. Um, so I was happy with the performance overall, 66 points in match day 3, and also we are in some green zones if I'm not wrong. Let's see, where have we reached? Okay, there's one. I lost my first place in one league. Okay, that doesn't matter, but the rest everywhere it's green, green, green. Yes, it's green in the overall. I am around 70,000 right now worldwide, and I do have a limitless card left that I could play somewhere later on in the in the stages. I'm happy now. We have a fresh slate, and I need to get on with it and see how I can get a good team now for the upcoming knockout stages. But that's about it with the match days. 3 match days done, and we are on 187 points. Now it's time to move over and get on with the knockout stages. So let's see how it works for us in the knockout stages. So now I'm just going to show a rough draft that I wanted to make. Though I have my team ready, I will show you that. So this is what I went with, but I'm just showing it on a rough draft right now. So for the first thing I saw was I wanted to make team based on the nationalities, and from the fixtures point of view, I know Italy's got the easiest fixture. So Italy is going to be there, and I guess Netherlands have got an easy fixture, and Spain, if I'm not wrong. Spain has got an easy fixture probably. I don't know who plays Spain. Spain got an easy fixture. I need to check if Spain's got an easy fixture. So in the first, you can see Italy's got an easy fixture. Netherlands got Czech Republic an easy fixture. Spain's got Croatia. Oh, sorry, France has got an easy fixture. France and Switzerland. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Not Spain, so we'll just get rid of Spain and not and add France over there. So I know I need players from these teams for sure. So let's get them in first. Wijnaldum, Dumfries, Depay. These are the three that I'm looking for from the Dutch end. Now let's see who we get from. So we have to just get rid of Netherlands now. Italy. From Italy, I want Spinazzola. I want Berardi. I guess two are enough, and we'll just move over from Italy to France. So France, I was looking for a Mbappe. Though Benzema has given more points, I might switch over between Mbappe and Benzema. Let's see, it's not yet thought about. And a defensive entrance, cheap defensive entrance, I'm looking for Kimpembe, to be honest. So this is what I was looking for. So now we are done with all of these, and then I wanted a striker. Okay, where did he go? My God. Yarmanchuk, yes. This is what I was looking for. We'll just see it according to the fixtures rather than cost right now, because then Sweden, he plays Sweden, so that's a good fixture wise, I feel. Entrant into the team, and then I'm still gonna stick with Gosens. I don't know, I feel okay, KDB is there. KDB, I want KDB in the team. And I was looking for Gosens probably. Also, a cheap entrant into the team would be a defender like. Okay, Havertz, since he's on an upward trend, I'm going to take Havertz in also. Thank God I saw him. Just looking for. I don't know where. Pau Torres, yes. There you a cheap entrance into the defense. And I need two goalkeepers, which would cost me around 4.5 or 5 probably. So I need a cheap midfielder for that. And a cheap midfielder would be David Alva. So now we just need a goalkeeper who is playing, and we need a 4.5 or someone. So Ward is 4.7 and Bouchan is 4.7 if we can get both. Or Stecklenburg is 4.7, but then we've already tripled up on Netherlands, so we can't get him. Apparently, sad part. So I would get in again. Who else is a playing keeper over there? Okay, yes, I guess Bouchan is the only playing keeper that I could get in. So there it is. So this is what team I've come up with, considering all the options that I've had. Now we'll just see how our date wise they look. Okay, so this is what I feel my rough team would look like. I would hand over the captain's armband to Berardi. He plays first. Yes, he plays first. So yeah, Berardi gets the captain's armband over there. So that is how I have selected my team, and this is how my team looks. I'm be captaining Berardi right now. Okay, so this is not the final draft, but this is the rough draft that I've come up with. I might change it. I might go uh, Benzema in and Mbappe out, and then maybe get Alaba out and get another Italian midfielder around the same price range. Uh, let's see. I'm not thought, or maybe Bhushan out and get a solid keeper for 5. Um, I'm keeping my options open. Let's see how it would work. I'm not even confident on Gosens actually, but my thought process behind getting double up on Germany is that England hasn't performed the way they should have. There are a lot of high expectations, but they haven't performed. Yes, Germany has been leaking goals, but they are even scoring goals. They have been everywhere in terms of play style. But yeah, that's what I feel, that it can go both ways, and Germany might edge out winners against England. So that's my reason behind getting two German players. And KDB, just for being KDB, he is in his prime form, so he is going to be there amongst the points against Portugal. Um, Against Switzerland, I expect them to have a clean sheet, the French team, and Mbappe or Benzema to score. Mbappe seems to be due apparently, so that is the reason why I want to get in Benzema instead of Mbappe and hope that he scores good. Depay is there amongst the points in literally every game week. Wijnaldum also is playing attacking football, so that's there. And Spinazzola, I don't need to say much about Spinazzola. He's literally playing left wing over there. and that is the reason why I have him in my team. Dumfries is also playing ahead, so these are two players that I want to be there like in my team because they are playing such an attacking way of football. Also, let's see and hope that I don't have to make many changes to the team, but this is what I have been making changes around, and there have been price rises also, so I have to be careful about that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Do stay tuned in. I might try to do another video with the transfer team, and hopefully it pays off before the knockouts. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe to my video, and keep watching. Thank you.